Hey, my friends, good morning. My name is Mr. Jim, and I work here at the Fayetteville Public Library, and I want to say thank you for watching this video today. This is Toddler Storytime live and virtual for you this morning. We are still giving you virtual story times. We thought we'd be in a better place for in-person story times this week, but they are virtual for the time being. We're going to change it up a little bit. You see me on Tuesdays now instead of Thursdays. Toddler Time is now on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 10:30 in the morning. So you can catch us right after preschool story times. You'll see me on Tuesdays and Miss Sarah on Wednesdays. For a full list of our changed Storytime schedule, you can visit our website at faylib.org/events and see how story times are going to look for the time being. Actually, from now on, we're going to move into this schedule for the time being. So we would love to have you join us on Tuesdays and Wednesdays for Toddler Storytime. My other announcement this morning is that we would love for you to join us this Saturday at 10 a.m. in the Event Center. We are celebrating Chinese New Year here at Fayetteville Public Library, and we would love for you to help us celebrate it. It's the Year of the Tiger, and we've got some very special guests and activities for you to be a part of on Saturday. It all kicks off at 10 a.m. for Super Saturday here at the library in the Event Center on the first floor. For a full list of our Super Saturdays, you can also look at our website, faylib.org/events. But we're in story time. It's the first Toddler Story Time of 2022. It's a new year, new Toddler Story Times. I can't wait to celebrate with you friends this year. We're going to have a lot of fun this year in story time. And we're going to start by singing my favorite good morning song. It's called Open, Shut Them. To sing this song, we put our hands up like this. Can you put your hands up like this in front of your face? Can you open and shut and open your hands? Shut, open, shut. That's going to be a really silly song that we're going to sing together. We're going to sing it twice so you can learn it with me. Here we go. Hands up. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Now creep them, crawl them, creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. Good job, my friends. I hope you didn't put your fingers in your mouth, because then we'd have to go wash our hands in story time. Instead, we're going to sing that song one more time. Can you put your hands up with me again? Hands up. Here comes the song one more time. Open, shut them, open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Now creep them, crawl them, creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. Oh, that's so silly. Give yourself a round of applause, my friends. Good job. Thanks for being silly with me first thing this morning. That's my very favorite story time song. I hope you know that. If not, you know it now. All right, my friends, let me show you something new. Take a look at this. Look at all these colorful squares. These colorful squares have words on them. These are all the different things we're going to do in story time today. First, we said hello. Can you wave hello again? Good morning. We said hello, and I told you announcements, and we sang a good morning song. So I'm going to take this square away because we did it already. Here's what's coming up. We're going to read a storybook. We're going to look at something together. We're going to explore together. We're going to sing a song. We're going to read another storybook. We're going to learn some sign language with our hands. We'll read another storybook, and then we'll sing a goodbye song, and we'll wave goodbye. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do all these things together, and I'm really happy that you're a part of it today. Today in Toddler Storytime, we're talking about one of my favorite things today. Where am I today? I'm in the library. Maybe you've visited the Fayetteville Public Library with an adult or your family before. Yeah, the library is a really cool place. It's full of books and movies and lots of fun things to do. There's so much new stuff at our library in the last year. We've got a place you can eat. We've got a place you can dance. We've got a place you can watch things on a stage. There's really cool things you can do at the library these days. So come see us whenever you're ready. Today in Toddler Storytime, we're going to talk about people that go to a library, talk about people that work in libraries. They're called librarians. That's my job. And we're going to talk about books, one of my very favorite things, books. and what makes library books special from other books too. We're going to start with this book. Our first storybook is this book. This book is called Lola at the Library. This is my friend Lola. Lola loves to go to the library. She loves stories. She's going to take lots of books from the library. But how do you take books from a library? Do you have to buy them? Do you have to rent them? No. It's a really cool thing that you can do with a library card. This book is by Anna McQuinn, and we're going to read it together. There are 3 things that I like to do when we listen to a story together and when we read a story together. The first thing that we do is we make sure we're sitting on our bottoms so that we can use our eyes to see the story. Thank you for sitting down with me today. The second thing we do is we put on our listening ears. Here are my ears. Where are your ears? Are they listening? Very good. My ears are on and listening. And the third thing we do, the last thing we do, is we catch a big bubble in our mouth. And we blow it out nice and slow. Can you catch another big bubble? And blow it out. Very good. That helps us turn our voices off. Our ears are on and listening, and we're sitting down to see the first story, Lola at the Library. There's Lola with a big stack of books under her chin. Chin, chin, chin. Here comes the story. There's Lola in her pajamas. Lola loves Tuesdays. Today is Tuesday. It's Lola's favorite day. On Tuesdays, Lola and her mommy go to the library. It's very early. It is 6 o'clock. I don't think the library's open yet, but Lola is ready. The library opens at 9 o'clock. That's what time our library opens here in Fayetteville. But Lola is ready to go long before that. How does Lola get ready? She puts all the books that she borrowed last week in her backpack. That's a really good idea to take the books back to the library. Her library card is also very important. We're going to talk about library cards. The library is not very far away, so Lola and her mommy always walk there. That's nice to walk to a library. Look, there's a baby in a stroller, and Lola's going to wave to the baby going to the library. Lola and her mommy give back the books from last week. They give the books back to the librarian. You can put your books back on a conveyor belt machine here. It's really cool to watch them on the machine. This librarian buzzes them through the machine. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Can you make that noise? Bzz. That's a silly noise. Thank you for bringing your books back, Lola. In the library, there is a special section just for children, just for kids. We have lots of spaces for kids at the library. I see a really big one outside full of picture books. There's books on CDs. There's computers. There's so much cool stuff in the kids section. There's even airplanes. Have you seen the airplanes yet at the library in the kids section? Come see them sometime. It is really cool. Nobody ever says shh. I hope a librarian's never told you to shh. We're not very shushy. Sometimes they're singing. You sang a song with me this morning. Lola knows all the words and the hands for Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Do you know that song? Maybe we'll sing that song today. I didn't think to do that. Sometimes there's a story time. We're in story time right now. Lola loves that. She is sitting down with a librarian and other kids, and they're reading a story together. I can't wait until you're in this story time room with me for story time. After story time, Lola chooses her books in the library. All these shelves full of books. She can have any book she wants. That's true. With a library card, you can check out any book. Lola likes stories with bears and anything with shoes. There are so many, it takes ages to choose. Lola really likes bear storybooks. What kind of storybooks do you like to read? Do you like shoe storybooks like Lola? Or maybe you like monkeys or princesses or Star Wars. We have books about everything. Mommy has some books too. She got hers from the adult section. The librarian she buzzes them through the machine, then stamps the date inside. We don't stamp much anymore, but this librarian is stamping when to bring them back. We can print you a receipt that says when to bring them back. Lola must bring them back in 2 weeks. That's a long time. 2 weeks is a very long time. But she will probably be back for more books long before then. Maybe she'll have them ready in 1 week instead. She sounds like a fast reader. Lola and her mommy always get a snack after visiting the library. Mommy has a cappuccino and Lola has juice. We've got a coffee shop at our library that you can get a cappuccino or juice from, or you can go to the deli for some lunch. There's lots of food options to eat in the library. Just make sure you don't eat around the books. Whenever Lola has been good, her mommy lets her taste the foam from the cappuccino. That's really tasty foam. Then it's time to go home again. So Lola and her mommy are walking back home, and they've got their backpacks and bags full of books, new books to read. And Lola sees a dog. Every night after Lola is tucked in bed, her mommy reads her a storybook from the library. And look, it's a bear book, one of Lola's favorites. It is the best way to end the day, with a bedtime story. And that's the end of Lola's Tuesday at the library. And that's the end of our story. Lola went to the library, brought her old books back, checked out new books from the library, went to story time, got some food and snacks. That's a really good day at the library. Maybe you have days like Lola's at the library here. If not, you could do all these things and more at the Fayetteville Public Library. That's the end of this story, friends. So we're going to say the end. The end. Bye, Lola. All right, my friends, let's go back to our board. We just read a storybook together, so I'm going to take away another square that says storybook. We did another thing in story time. What's next? This square says, look at this. I've got something to show you. Look at this. Look at this. I've got two very special things. Can you see what this is? This is a library card. A library card is very, 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 very fun to have. It's important to have. It's pretty magical too. This little card can check out so many books and other things from the library. The card has words on the front, and it's got numbers and a barcode on the back. I could scan this library card. It would go beep. And then I could check out so many books and things from the library. And if you had a library card, you could check out things and take them home too. You don't have to pay any money. You don't have to rent them. As long as you bring them back on time and in good condition, you can check them out and keep checking things out. Some of your adults will have library cards that you can use to take stuff home. And then if you come to the library and you're ready, sometimes when you're older, your adult can sign you up for your very own library card. You could be in Toddler Story Time and get a library card. You can be in Baby Bookworms and get a library card. As long as your adult says it's okay, you can sign up for one today at the library, at the preschool desk, or any service desk. This is my library card, and I have some things at my house that I use to check it out. Look at this library card. It says library card at the top. It's a big red card. Is this card bigger or smaller than my library card? This card is bigger than my library card. Whose library card is this? This library card has the name M-O-U-S-E. Mouse. This is Mouse's library card. Hi, Mouse. What? Oh, yeah, we found your library card, your big red library card. We were looking at the numbers and the barcode on it. Is Mouse bigger or smaller than I am? Mouse is smaller than I am. Mr. Jim's a lot bigger than Mouse, but Mouse's library card sure is big. What? Oh, you want to check a book out? Yeah, we can help you with that. You've got your library card, and I've got a scanner for it. I'm going to help you. Can you help me scan these books, Mouse? Yeah, you want to take the Lola book home? Yeah, absolutely. We can take the Lola book home. We're going to scan your library card. Beep. And now I'm going to scan your library book. Whoa, did you hear that? It beeped. You get to take the Lola book home now, Mouse. That's a really big book, Mouse. Are you sure you can take that to your house? Yeah, you really like this book, don't you? Yeah. Well, don't forget your library card. I'm going to put your library card in the book, and then you can take this book home. That looks like so much fun. That's really cool that you can do that with your library card, Mouse. We'll see you next time. You can bring that book back in 2 weeks, okay? Yeah. It was good to see you, Mouse. Can you wave goodbye to Mouse? Bye, Mouse. Thank you for coming to the library. We're going to put you over there. I see your house over there. That's really cool. Do you like my library scanner? Yeah, this is the one I have at my desk sometimes. It scans so many books. It's another fun tool to use. Okay, my friends, let's see. We looked at library cards together. Don't forget my library card. Let's see. I think we looked at library cards together, so we can take away another square. There's the look at this square. It's going away. We looked at library cards. We looked at this. What's next? I see music notes. Why don't we sing a song together? We're going to sing a library song together. Lola was singing a song in her story time. She was singing, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are." That's a really fun song to sing. We're going to sing a song about reading, and this song has some things to do with our hands. We're going to be doing some sign language in this song. We don't have to know all the signs to sing it, but it's about reading books, and it's about sharing the books with each other, because I can check out the book, and then you can check out the book, or maybe I'll check out a book that you did. It's all about sharing in the library. It's really fun. We're going to sing "The More We Read Together." Can you do that? The more we read together. It makes us really happy when we share and read books together. Let's sing a song together. Are you ready? The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be, because your books are my books and my books are your books. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Good job, friends. There were some other signs in that too. This is the sign for happy. Happy. Can you put a big smile on your face? Cheese. Happy. It makes me really happy when I get to share books with friends at the library. Does it make you happy to take books home from the library? Yeah, it's really exciting to have books at your house. Let's sing that song one more time. Can we do it together now that we know the words? Yeah, here comes the song one more time. The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be, because your books are my books and my books are your books. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Yay! Good job, friends. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for singing another song with me today. That one makes me very happy. We're going to take a music square away. We sang a song together. What's next? Next is another storybook. Are you ready for another storybook? Yeah, this one's another fun one. This one's a little book, but it's very important. This friend is sitting on a big pile of books. This book is called "I Want to Be a Reader." He's reading a big red book. Maybe. He's looking at the book. Do you think he can read the book? Reading can be hard if you're not practicing. Let's see if this friend can read this book. He wants to be a reader. Can we go through our checklist first? Are you sitting down on your bottom again to use your eyes to see the story? Thank you very much. Can you put your listening ears back on? Very good. And can you catch a bubble one more time? And blow it out. Very good. We went through our 3 things, so now we're ready for the next story. I want to be a reader. Here comes the story. I wish I could read. He looks kind of frustrated. He's holding the book upside down. You can't read a book upside down, friend. Someday, I'm going to read a whole book. There's a big blue book. Oh, look at all those books that friend has. Look, even the cat is thinking of reading a book. It's teaching the mice to read. C-A-T, cat, H-A-T, hat, B-A-T, bat. Letter by letter. These blocks have letters on them. To read a book, we need to know our letters. Do you know your ABCs? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We need to know all of our letters to read a book. Then we put those letters together and read word by word. These letters and these letters and these letters are all standing together, and they make words. Letters make words. Then we put the words together, and they make sentences on every little page of the book. Do you like how we turn the pages of books? Every page has pictures or words on it, page by page, until I reach the end of the book. What happens at the end of the book, friends? The end. Someday, I'll read a whole book. His book says, almost there. Oh, wait. I just did read a whole book. I am a reader. We read this whole book together, friends. We read the letters and the words and the sentences on every page, and we got to the very end. His book says, the end. What book should we read next? Oh, that's so exciting to read a whole book together. Look, we made it to the end of this book. So we can say the end. The end. Maybe you're not reading yet by yourself. Maybe an adult or a big brother or sister or cousin is reading to you at home. That's okay too. Reading together is very important because it helps us learn how to read. We have a special program here at the library called 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten. It's something that helps our youngest readers get exposed to books and words and letters at a very early age. So even every time if an adult is reading a book to a kid, that counts towards 1,000 books. For more information about that program, come see us at the preschool desk of the library. We would love to get your little one signed up for it. Thanks for reading this book together. You are a reader just like me. I want to be a reader. That's the end, so we'll say the end. Good job, my friends. We read another picture book together, so we're going to take another storybook square off of our schedule. There goes another square. We only have a few squares left. Oh, this is one of my favorite squares. This square says sign language. We're going to learn some sign language together. We did some signs in that last song. We're going to look at a few signs more closely now. Sign language is a very cool language. Sign language is when we use our hands to say words and letters instead of our mouths. You can say things with your hands without your mouth moving. Today in story time, we're going to learn some sign language about books and libraries. It's going to be really cool. I'm going to teach you 3 signs today. The first sign is the very cool sign for book. To say the word book in sign language with our hands, you need both of your hands pressed together flat. Can you put your hands together with your thumbs on top? And then you're going to open it and close it, just like you would a book. Hands together, thumbs on top, open and close your hands. This is the sign for book. 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 Very good, friends. That one's an easy one because it looks like a book, doesn't it? Yeah, I like signs that look like what you're talking about. The second word we're going to learn in sign language is the word for library. I'm in a library right now. Library starts with the letter L. And my fingers look like the letter L. It looks like a big capital L right now. Can you make a big capital L with your hand and your fingers? L. L is the first letter in the word library. To say library in sign language, we take our L and we make a little circle in front of us. Library. Library. I'm in a library reading books. Very good. I'm going to teach you a third word now about my job. My job here at the library is a librarian. Librarians are people that work in libraries. We've got lots of different kinds of people that work in libraries now. But some of those people are librarians. And to say librarians, we're going to say library again. Can you take your L and go in a circle again? We start with the word library, and then we put our hands flat on either side of our body and go straight down. Library, person is librarian. Librarian, library, person. Librarian. Very good, my friends. You are so smart. We just learned 3 words in sign language together. The first word we learned, do you remember this one? Was book. Book. Hands together, open and close. Book. The second word we learned was library. Make a capital L. Library. Library. And the third word we learned was my job. Librarian. Librarian. Library, person, librarian. Good job, my friends. Give yourself a round of applause. In sign language, this is how we clap. I'm so proud of you for learning sign language with me. You're so smart for learning those words. Be sure you practice them and you'll get really good at them too. We try to do sign language in every story time, so I wonder what words we'll learn next week. Those are my library words for the day in sign language. So I'm going to take away our library sign language square for story time. What's next? Next is a storybook. We've got time for one more storybook together. Then we're going to sing a goodbye song, and I'll see you next time. We've got time for this book next. This book is called Read to Your Bunny. I see a little bunny reading a book with a big adult bunny. An adult is reading this book to little bunny. That's really nice to do. I hope you get to read books with your adults. I love story times. I really liked story times with my parents growing up. They would read to me before bedtime or tell me stories that they made up on their own or sing songs to me. Story time is really important, and it's really important that we're reading to our kiddos. It doesn't have to be at bedtime. It can be at any time, and we're going to talk about that in this book, Read to Your Bunny. This book is by Rosemary Welts. Let's go through our checklist one more time. Can you sit down with me one more time on your bottoms? Thank you very much. One more time, let's put our listening ears on. Are they listening? Very good. And one more time, let's catch a bubble in our mouth. Very good. Voices are off, ears are listening, sitting down to see and read the last story, Read to Your Bunny. Here comes the story. Read to your bunny often. There's adult bunny reading to kid bunny in the garden. It's 20 minutes of fun. Ooh, these friends are in an airplane reading. Do you think they're really flying an airplane while reading a book? Maybe they're reading a book about airplanes and they're using their imaginations to pretend that they're flying a plane. Reading books can take us lots of places in our imaginations. It's 20 minutes of moonlight. These friends are reading at nighttime. 20 minutes is a long time. Our story times are 30 minutes, so you're getting an extra 10. And 20 minutes of sun. These friends are reading at the beach. You can read a book anywhere. Maybe you listen to books on CDs in the car. Maybe you put in headphones and listen to them on a tablet. That counts too. 20 old favorite minutes. These friends are reading at bedtime, and they're reading a book that's been around for a long, long time. Some stories are really, really old. These friends are doing 20 minutes brand new. They have a new book. We get lots of new books at the library too. We have stories that have been around for years and years, and we have books that just came out last week and they're on the shelf. Read to your bunny often. These friends are reading while ice skating. Did you see snow this weekend? It wasn't cold enough to go ice skating, but it sure felt like it was. The snow was really pretty. And these friends are reading a book in a bathtub. That's a cool place to read a book, so long as you don't get the books wet. You don't want to get your library books wet. And Your bunny will read to you. The adults were reading to little bunnies for so long that now the little bunny is reading to the big bunny. How cool is that? The little bunny learned how to read because the big bunnies were reading to them. I bet that could happen to you too, friends. If your adults are reading to you, pretty soon you'll be reading to them. That's so cool. They're reading in a boat too. I like that. Well, my friends, that's the end of the last story, Read to Your Bunny. I hope you have story time again today. That would be so cool if you had 2 story times today, but I'm so glad that you had story time with me. We're going to say the end to this book, and we'll take away our last story time square. We're going to do these last 2 squares together. What's left to do? We need to sing. We need more music. We're going to sing a goodbye song, and then I'm going to wave goodbye to you too. I had so much fun with you in story time today talking about books and libraries and all the cool things that can happen there. I hope you get to come to Fayetteville Public Library soon and see all the fun things that are here. Check out some books to take home, and maybe someday soon we'll have story time in this room together. That would be so cool. Don't forget, we're going to be virtual until we make announcements about in-person story time. So you can catch us for toddler story time at 10:30 a.m. on Tuesdays. And again tomorrow, Wednesdays with Miss Sarah. That'll be so much fun. Let's sing our goodbye song, and then I'll see you next time on Tuesday. Can you wave goodbye like this? Goodbye. We're going to sing a goodbye song with waving. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. I almost forgot the words. Let's sing it one more time. It's been so long since I had to say goodbye to you. Can you wave goodbye again? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Well, my friends, that's the end of story time, and I'm so glad you were a part of it. I will see you next Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. for another toddler story time, and I want you to remember that you made today a very special day just by being you. Bye, my friends. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.